What's going on? It's your man, DJ Big Mike.
It's your boy, R.O.
It's your boy, TJ, the mayor.
And this is Beyond the Tracks podcast.
Your podcast is favorite podcast. I said, hey, yo, my squad got a hot pod. I'll son everybody else in the game.
Yeah.
That's word to Mary in a manger. On God.
That's my brother.
Yeah.
That's my brother. He back.
Yeah.
We back.
Okay.
All three of us in
Guess
the
who's
building.
Mizak, the podcast Mizak,
You dead serious.
a.k.a. Mr. Cracker.
You dead serious. He came in with
Hey,
bars.
as soon as he said that last episode, as soon as he said, guess who's back? That's all I can think of is guess who's Mizak, the boy B. Mizak, a.k.a. Mr. Cracker Brick. Turn the hoe into a half. Remember that? Mm-hmm. What is that? That's guess who's Mizak.
That's
what
Jay-Z's Scarface.
That's who it's Scarface, yeah. From the whoop to man, what's going on,
What
fellas?
up, though?
Oh my God,
What up,
the
though?
three amigos.
That's what I said.
Is back here, brother.
All three of us
The
in
three
the building.
musketeers.
Three Musketeers.
Man,
Cheers.
you podding today. What
Cheers.
cheers?
We the Beastie
You
Boys.
podding
We the
today.
Black Beastie Boys. We the
Man,
Black Beastie Boys.
y'all are podding today.
And on my day, I got something to say. Woo, let's go. We ready.
How about this? TJAY is the letters of my name.
Cutting. Then we got
Run DMC and Jam Master J.
Wrong.
Yeah, but when Rome comes on, it's got to be wrong.
It gotta be
Wrong.
smooth.
Wrong.
Like
wrong,
Dana Dane.
wrong.
Remember Dana Dane?
Dana
Right.
Dane was so smooth,
Dana Dane
man.
was smooth. He was smooth with it.
Man, dog. The story, we were just talking about storytelling before the pod. Man, is that a storytelling cat, bro?
Oh, man. Yeah, he
Man,
really brought
Lottie-Dottie.
that storytelling into the game.
Lottie Dot.
Oh,
No, that's Slick Rick.
Slick Rick.
That's Slick Rick, yeah.
It's from the same crew.
Yeah, same-
That's where it all
same
started.
era.
Was
Yeah.
him and Dana
Same
Dane
era.
going
Yeah.
back and forth,
Yep.
doing stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like Lottie Dottie.
Dana Dane with fame hit entertain.
We talked about that last night, a couple nights ago.
How's
Send the
everybody?
By the
fella.
time I'm done, you'll remember my name.
How's everybody feeling? Because you guys look great,
Bruh.
man. I'm not bullshitting. This is not
Listen,
Y'all
I
look
feel
great, bro.
Great. When I hit y'all up today, like I loved it because you was like, I can pod if we can all three pod.
I wasn't potting unless we were all three in the building. No, that's
For sure.
That's real stuff.
Yeah, I was like, facts.
If one of us couldn't have made it, I would just came up here, would have done some production type stuff or done something different and figured it out
We
later.
go hard in the paint.
We go hard, man. When all three of us together, I feel good, man. I love you, brother. You know what I mean? And I love last pod being back, but there's nothing like when we all three get in the building.
Absolutely.
Man, you know what else I love? I love the number 3 for us, but I also love the number 8. So shout out to 8 Mile Vodka. You see what I did there? Oh, I'm podding, bud.
Segue.
Shout out to 8 Mile Vodka, Mikey Shu, the Berkeley brothers, the Tomey brothers, and everybody over there at 8 Mile Vodka. They are stocking up. I've been seeing bottles coming out. Bottles is back.
Hey, back.
8 Mile Bottles is
Okay.
back, man.
All
They
right.
they are getting ready for the Christmas ramp up. Shout out to them over there. Shout out to Born in Detroit.
That's a good stocking stuffer.
Good stocking stuff.
fifth?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. You can also get, the Born Detroit pre-rolls. That can be a little stocking stuffer. You know what I mean?
Get you the hats.
Just saying, get you your hats, get you
T-shirt.
your glasses, your pint glasses, your shot glasses, which I have some at my crib. So shout out to Born Detroit also, which is a partner. They are owned by 8 Mile Vodka. So shout out to 8 Mile Vodka. What y'all got over there? Who y'all shouting out? Who's the sponsors? Let's get it.
Well, as always, man, we got JC from JC Quality Construction. He does everything from the 2x4 to the key to the front door, the indo and the outdo. Hit him up at 734-652-9715. Tell him Beyond the Tracks podcast sent you, and you will get 15% off all materials. And that ain't no damn joke.
Man, you sound good, bro.
Man,
I'm ready,
he
bruh.
been practicing too.
I'm ready.
He been practicing too. What say you, Ron?
I said I got my boy Lloyd Cheatham at Cheat Designs, custom wearable arts and prints. You find him at www.cheat-designs.com. That's my boy Lloyd Cheatham at Cheat Designs.
Yeah, that wearable art, baby. Yeah. Also, last but not least, we handle candles.
So you don't have to.
Boom. You know what I mean? We always have some candles in the studio, man, because it always smells good in here. You smell good, you feel good. You look good, you feel good. You know what I mean? So shout out to We Handle Candles because they always give a aura, an ambiance to this place with the good smells. Also shout out to Spooky Spooky Films. As you see, our intro by Spooky Spooky Films. So shout out to him as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Let's give everybody horns, man. Everybody get horns today, man, because we in it. We feeling good. Everybody's doing good. Everybody's looking good, man. And you know what? And I ain't gonna lie, I have no clue where we're going today. Nor do I care.
Let's just take it right.
I'm just happy that we're here.
Bro, you driving the ship.
Whoa! Why you always got to make me drive? Sometimes I want to drink.
You the best driver.
You know.
And me and Rome already started drinking.
There's a great quote. I'm rolling on the 105. I don't drink when I drive.
There you go.
But I got to do it. Blowing smoke in the sky. You ain't hip to that?
I'm not.
Oh, man. It's a banger. It's called Stainless by Anderson .Paak. And The Game. Mm-hmm. And The Game is like, on it. But Anderson .Paak like steals the show just with his hook. Yeah. Like it's such a vibe. It's like, it's that late night riding around the neighborhood music, man. Every time I don't know where I was going with that, but
hey, you've had time to relax and regroup and listen to a lot of music. It sounds like because your ass came in spitting bars.
Yeah, well, you know,
and jokes.
I did have a couple jokes today, man.
Yeah.
Did have a couple jokes
through the door.
I'm not Alex Wellhausen.
You're not there yet.
Not there yet, but you know.
You're working on your craft, though.
You know what? I'm there enough that when I'm sitting at a table full of comedians, I might be able to say something out the blue, and they might chuckle that was pretty good. That was all right. Yeah, I like you. I was telling Mike last podcast I got a chance to sit down with Kieran in the flesh. Yeah. I haven't seen him since 2019, so about 3 years.
Okay.
And, man, he has so much incredible stuff. People, check out our last podcast. We talk about him. He's got a lot of incredible stuff going on. But, yeah, man. Yeah. And I got some little tidbits on some stuff that we got to watch coming up that's coming out on HBO.
Okay.
Some dope comedians that I didn't know nothing about. He showed me a couple clips, and I'm like, oh, my God, they're the next big thing.
Okay.
Great people over there. Shout out to Chris Italia and them over there in the Stand Comedy Club. What's been up with you, Rome, since I've been gone, man? It's been a month, bro.
Chilling, my guy. Same thing. It don't change with me.
Always over here, I think he got the Simply Natural products going on because the beard getting a little thick.
You know?
Beard getting a little thick.
Shout out to you. Yeah. No, I just ain't said. You know,
are you getting your winter Christmas beard vibe on? You wear it well, my friend.
I don't know, man. Thank you.
You do.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
You definitely do.
That's one thing I can do is take a compliment. I appreciate it, my guy.
And I'm gonna follow it up.
Been fly, sir.
Thank you.
I'm gonna follow it up with a diss.
You supposed to.
Hey, we was over Fat Kev's house, Kieran's brother, and Fat Kev goes, "Man, I love the new show," because he doesn't have social medias. So, but Kieran showed him stuff. He's like, "Dude, I love your new show. I love the setup." He goes, "The only thing is, man," he goes, "one of your co-hosts." He was like, does he have to wear the Houston? He's a huge Yankees fan. They're from New York. He's a huge Yankees fan. He's like, but does he have to wear the Houston stuff though? Like, aren't you guys based in the Detroit area? And I go, yeah, man, but you know.
I do cut into me one day.
I said, bro, I don't rock it all though.
He's a blood in Compton right now. Right. I mean, he's a. If you go to the Pyru block in Compton right now.
Look at my brothers. Look how y'all. I'm adding colors to the set, bro.
I like it.
That's it. But. Yeah, dude cut into me one time. I think it might have been this hat right here. And he said, hey, they don't give you no shit around here about that? I said, about what? He said, that's Cincinnati Reds hat. I said, no. He's like, oh, boy, where I'm from. I'm thinking, well, I wish somebody would say something about my Cincinnati Reds
But but being from...
The problem will come back out.
Because, you know, this is Tiger land. This was Tiger.
Yeah, but the Cincinnati I don't get. But if, now... You wearing that hat?
I'm not talking about gang stuff.
No, I'm saying just sports, period. Yeah. And being from Toledo predominantly are like Cleveland fans.
Not really.
I mean, well, it's like split Tigers. I feel like right on the border because Toledo's bordering. So there's a lot of Tiger fans in Toledo.
It is, yeah.
Because it's the same distance to Detroit as it is to Cleveland.
Their farm team is the Mud Hens.
Right. So people, go off that. But like,
You do understand.
But
you
that's
do
the rival.
understand
There's
the real meaning behind why Rome wears the Cincinnati shit, right?
Why?
Pete Rose fan. He's a hustler. He's a gambler. That's what the fuck he do.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know.
Pete gonna get in the Hall of Fame.
This must be. Yeah. Am I getting a promotion or something? Are y'all finna fire me? I'm gonna get fired. I think this is the listen. They gotta get me in the public place first. Get me on there. Butter me up.
Is it a promotion?
Right. No.
Or a termination?
Right. Exactly.
Is we finished or is we done?
Y'all buttering me up. What's going on?
Oh
I'm
man.
just talking, man. Bro, it's good. It's good to be back though. It's good to rock out. So let me ask you. I'm sorry. Did you want to?
No, please go ahead.
Something we were talking about. I think me and you started talking about it, but I just want to get you guys reaction on like Kanye lately. You know, just what you think. Do you think he crazy? Do you think he got a little bit of truth? Do you think he need to be on medication? You know, everybody got an opinion. But what's you guys' opinion?
Man, to be honest, I don't want to give him no more airtime. He's had enough. But since you brought it up, I will say Kanye is Kanye. I don't believe he's that dumb to say the things that he said, do the things that he does, and not have something that is going to be beneficial for him behind it. It's not going to be beneficial to anybody else but him when he does this crazy shit. And that's just my opinion.
I don't know. I don't know that. I'm not here to say if anybody's right or wrong.
Right.
For what they say or what they believe or how they say it.
Right.
Maybe I could speak on the delivery or the context. If you look at the context of what he's saying, it's the same thing. I go back to like when Jay-Z was saying he was giving an example on that. It was on the 444 album.
Yeah.
And he's giving an example of this is how the Jewish people did it.
Right.
And even the Jewish community came after him. And it's like, no.
Right.
What you guys don't understand is he's bigging y'all up. He's saying they made the blueprint for this. Right. Now, Ye just has a different way of saying things. Right. So that's where it gets construed. And it's Ye. So everybody's always just
looking for the crazy.
This
is why he looks crazy, because he's not consistent.
Right.
That's why he looks crazy. It's because he's not consistent. You can't say, black people, we need to unite and get together and do all this, and if we just get together, we can do so much more. And then the next week, you're talking about white lives matter and.
Right.
But that's what I mean about the context. See, the context of White Lives Matter is totally different than how everybody took it. Right. So once he explained it, it goes, man, that makes sense, but you should have said it like that.
Right.
That's the only thing.
But it wouldn't have had the shock value. It wouldn't have had the shock value, and it wouldn't be
And I believe that. And I believe
but the problem is, but here's where the problem lies is if you get that shock value to go ahead and get people's attention, you have to hit them right away with the explanation and put it in context.
Or
but if you wait.
Or do you?
Well,
because if you wait, it's more controversial. Remember, in this time,
sometimes I think he's brilliant.
In this time, in this era, bad publicity is still publicity. You know what I mean?
No, I get what you're saying.
Your name's still in the.
But
I know I'm telling you.
What I'm saying about context is it's a very thin line between shock value to get their attention. And then
when you don't hit them,
further educating them on where you're coming from and put context to it. Now. Let's do. I gotta get that sounder. Let's peel back that layer, as my boy Rome always says. Let's peel back that layer. But I also think, though, too, in a grand scheme of things, and I'm not talking about what he said about the Jewish community, the White Lives Matter shirt, none of this. What I'm saying is, in a whole, Kanye West. I seen this thing today, man. It made so much sense. So I'm gonna give. I don't know the guy that was saying it, but this isn't from me. But I'm just gonna. Kind of give it back, paraphrase, and he said that basically he was saying that Kanye West isn't a man that loses.
Okay.
Right.
So if you think about that and you think, okay, well, he knows that the game is not set up for him to win. The rules aren't set up for him to win. So instead of playing the game, he chooses not to play it. What he chooses is he wants to shake up the game and make a whole new game. So what he was saying is instead of playing the board game, he'd rather flip the whole table over and all the pieces are just, people have to pick up the pieces. And basically in the middle of them picking up the pieces, they start realizing that, hey, wait a minute, this game is it's made for the casino. It's made for the house to win.
Right.
Right. So I look at it and I was like, man, that's so brilliant. If that's what he's doing, and I can't speak for him, and I can't speak for them.
I think
this brother, he just hit the hammer, the nail on the head when he said about consistency, about him, preaching the same message. And yes, you absolutely right. But then he'll do some dumb shit like, oh yeah, by the way, Chris Paul, I caught Chris Paul with my girl.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So that takes the whole.
But it's humanizing him.
Right. But the thing is, like,
in a bad way. Yeah, you're right. That's like, a bad way. But it's also, to me, I look at stuff as being like I almost respect people when they humanize themselves. Right. You know what I mean? I really do, because guess what? You have to remember that Ye isn't God body. Ye is
not to cut you off, but you have to think about what you just said too. And I said it in the beginning. Ye is not stupid by no means. Right. He would never get to where he's at just being regular. Okay. This dude is smart, and every move is a calculated move. But sometimes I think, I believe in my heart that he's bipolar. So I think he gets in his manic state. And when he's in his manic state, that's when shit goes kind of, whether he wants to believe it or not, that's when shit goes a little awry. But if you think about it, he's beefing with his wife, right? Right. Going through all that.
Right.
Who's his wife signed? Or who does she have a contract with?
Right.
Balenciaga.
Right.
Now what's going on with Balenciaga?
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Right? The whole pedophile thing and all that.
That's just the thing of the day, though.
Right, it is. Yeah. But he kind of started that. He kind of started the Balenciaga war, the Louis Vuitton, all this stuff. And he knows. He's in those circles. He knows what the hell is about to come out before it comes out. Right. I believe he knew that this advertisement was in the works and was going to come out. And he positioned himself well for that. Yeah. But then the manic part comes in, and then it's like,
then he's like, and George Bush don't like black people. Remember that shit? Remember that? I missed that. Yeah. By the way, I missed that.
But it's like then,
before we knew that he had actually had real mental issues.
But now we don't remember what he was talking about Balenciaga.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't even remember what he said about it. He was saying what happened. He was saying that months and months and months and months ago, but he followed it up with crazy, right? Or what we view as crazy. He knew what the hell he was talking about. We just couldn't understand it because we don't rock in them circles.
I think one thing is he's misunderstood, and the fact of I put him with Elon Musk. Okay, hear me out. Okay. I know that's a crazy comparison, but hear me out.
It's not though, but I like it.
I watched Elon Musk interviews, right? And one thing that I'm like, as a very sociable person, as somebody that has done media type of stuff for a minute, I look at it as I'm watching his mannerisms, his gestures, and all this stuff. And I'm like, man, there's like 80 million things going on up there, and he's trying to dumb it down so he can explain it in a way that people can understand what's actually in his head.
Right. To normal people.
He talked to normal people, whatever you want to call it, right? Because he's also talked about a lot before about how AI, for example, right, is basically you lose like 98% of what's up here coming out here. Like all the thoughts that go through your head, only like 2% of them can get out. Right?
Yeah.
And then because you lose stuff as you're trying to formulate a way to say it for other people to understand. But if you can just get in my head and see what I'm thinking, I can give you 8 hours worth of what I thought. Right. And you can get it in a second, and then you can go, oh, I see where you're coming from right there. Or I see what you mean when you're explaining this. I think that Ye, over a period of time, he is, like you said, he is kind of ahead of everybody, right? And I think that might be his disconnect because he's too far ahead and too disconnected to the world.
Oh, that's fact.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fact.
Like Elon Musk isn't connected. Elon Musk is more connected than Ye is to the world, but people like that, man, you got to think, how disconnected are they? They don't do what me and you do every day.
Right.
They do way different stuff every day. So their opinion of how people think actually aren't, like, it's only their opinion. So they can only say things how in their mind, man, it sounded good. We were just talking about this before the pod. It sounds good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Up here, but then when you articulate it or lack thereof.
Man, I wish I could remember that video. It was a video with, I believe it was Elon Musk, and he was breaking down time and the way people spend their time. And 24 hours is 24 hours or what have you, right? But the way you use your time, the way you like take breaks and the way you pause and the way you, if you just take like this, and he broke it down something, I'm paraphrasing, but like if you're working, 12 hours a day, I'm actually working an equivalent to 22, 23 hours a day of what you're working. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I think Kanye is one of those people, he's always working. So he's doing stuff, finalizing stuff, doing all kinds of stuff in his head. And like you said, I think he's always one step ahead. He's always ahead of the curve. And by the time you figure him out, you go, damn,
On certain stuff.
On certain stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
certain
that makes
stuff.
sense.
Yeah.
But
We're not saying that we.
Steve Jobs was the same way.
Right.
I mean,
Albert
all these
Einstein
people,
was the same way.
All these brilliant people are the same way.
What were they all called? They were all called crazy at some point.
Right.
The only difference is we're in a different time
Right.
to where everything is right there in your face, and there's not. So if I do something quote unquote crazy, you guys are going to see it right now.
Yep.
Whereas in
back in the day,
80 years ago,
Right.
if I did something crazy,
nobody
by the
knows.
time somebody found out, I have already figured that out.
Right.
And then I have the way to explain it. To by the time it comes back to me, I'm like, yeah, this makes perfect sense.
Right.
Let me tell you how. Boom, 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 boom. And they're like, oh my God, he's a genius.
yeah. Well, that's just like,
You know what I mean?
when Steve Jobs said that everybody will have in the next 20 or 30 years, everybody will have a personal computer in their house. Everybody was like, and I mean, he had time to plan that out, know how that was going to work. And people still was like, you are crazy as hell.
Right.
It's not possible.
Sense. Right.
They
Just
said
like
it's
when they
not
said that you'd
possible.
have a computer in your pocket was the next
Right.
one. That was like,
Right.
okay.
When I remember the first iPhone thing that they did when they started talking before the iPhone even came out, and he was basically saying you'll have a computer in your pocket, and people were like,
Yeah. Right.
yeah, okay.
All right, let
Okay.
me dumb it down a little bit. Let me dumb it down a little bit real quick, because it's reminding me of something. So I just seen this clip. Yellowstone came back out.
Yes, it did.
So during Yellowstone, how you got like the little things of Tulsa King that pop up because they're promoting Tulsa King right now with Sylvester Stallone.
I've been watching that too.
There was like a clip that I seen because like you know how the algorithms go. So you're gonna see some clips. So I seen a clip of him in this taxi. You know what I mean? And he's like, man, I wish they had like something where you can just know like where you're at all times and blah blah. Like because he's been in prison for 20 something years, and he's like, and the dude looks at him like,
I seen the black dude,
bro.
Right. Yeah.
We have the black dude in the taxi. It's a phone. Like I was just dying because I was like, man,
Yeah.
Like I said, to dumb it down and bring a little bit lighter to it.
That is perfect.
That is it. Like Ray and Claude from Life.
Yeah.
Like when Ray and Claude, when he's driving before they get out, when he's driving, dude, off, to go pick up somebody at the bus station or whatever, and people like black folks are walking with white folks with boom boxes, afros and stuff, and he's just looking like, what's that? You know what I mean?
Right.
What happened? Yeah.
I think that's kind of
facts.
in a dumber down way. That's where we're at, and I don't, like I said, man, I don't. I'm not here to say that he's right or wrong, and we're not. That's not what we do here. We give opinion-based things, but opinion-based, man, I don't believe that he's that far gone.
Right.
I just really don't.
I just say Kanye made my new mixtape I'm working on, so you're gonna have some joints on there,
bro. But the old Kanye,
Yeah.
there's a lot of the old Kanye.
hey, the old Kanye.
Bruh.
Hey, hold on. What do I always say? What do I always say in this podcast is one of my top albums. Top 5. I always debate if it's number 1 or not.
Add to it.
Nope. The Red album.
Yep.
I remember. I can't think of
Beautiful Dark Twisted
Fantasy.
Fantasy.
There you go.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
the guy can produce his ass off. Is what I'm saying.
Dude,
You know what I
always
mean?
been dope.
You know what I mean?
Dope dude.
Bro, I was thinking. I don't know if TJ can relate to this. I know you can relate to this. I was looking at when I was going through because I'm working on mixtapes by years, right? So I'm gonna have like a 80s and a 90s and a early 2000s and a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, I was like really disappointed at first because I'm like, all of my favorite songs, even with shit that's out now, all of my favorite songs are at least 20 years old. Yeah. And I was like, I remember like my dad, like, damn, like, bro, why you still listening to this?
Right.
He listened to 60s music in the 80s, and I didn't understand it. And I literally just sat back and I was like, fuck, I'm old. I understand this shit now.
Bro, hold on. It's 2022, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to tell y'all, if I type in 1996 and 1997, I go ape shit.
I know you do.
I go ape shit. I'm talking about Busta Rhymes. Put your hands with my hands, my eyes can see straight. But like all that stuff, that was it was a transition period where it was still rap, but it was like transitioning into
party.
mainstream.
Yeah, it's a little party.
Right.
And like
Back to party, I should say.
back to party. If you think about this, man, 96, right? 96, 97-ish. Think about this for a second. This is how old this was. I'm about to make y'all feel real old.
Thanks.
Mace had just came out in 97.
Dang.
Right.
Harlem World dropped.
Right.
And we was like, oh my God.
Bro, the 90s was...
90s was
I think the 90s are still the best
Diddy
in
had to
rap.
make 25 billion in the 90s.
90s was lit.
That's why
70s was lit too though.
yeah, we was just
70s was
gigging
lit.
Saturday, and Rome's been on me about this disco,
Yeah.
right? Like remixing like a lot of disco tracks, right? Like true disco.
Like Jada Kiss dissing Beanie Siegel disco. If you know my reference, talk about it.
You silly.
But I'm kind of like, I don't know. Disco was kind of short. But then we started listening to music from that era, and every single joint that was popping off, we was both like just gig, and we was like, he was like, see, that's the shit I'm talking about. That's feel. He kept saying,
That
see, ain't
feel.
that feel good?
You feel
Like
good.
when they did the
You
Earth,
gotta
Wind, and
dance.
Fire
All that.
battle.
Yeah.
What was it called? Versus?
Versus.
Earth, Wind, and Fire and
Isley Brothers.
Between the yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Still one of my favorite verses.
Shoot, they
Wow.
just dropped actually. The Isley Brothers just dropped a new song.
Of
And
course
it's
they
banging.
are.
It's banging
how
too.
about Ronald Isley in the 90s?
Yeah, he was killing them. Mr. Big.
Sexy lady, drive me
Mr. Big.
crazy,
What's his name?
drive
Mr.
me
Biggs?
wild.
Mr.
Mr. Biggs.
Mr. Biggs, yeah.
Mr.
But
Mr.
no,
Biggs.
they just dropped.
How you
And
doing,
the song
Mr.
banging.
Biggs?
The song is
Y'all
hard.
forget about
So
that,
Uncle
bro.
Charlie, Uncle
Right.
Charlie been rocking for a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
You talking about last name Wilson?
Last name was.
And I was wondering if I,
Yeah.
and then I was just talking about this, no bullshit, man. I was just talking to my boss at work, man. I was like, because he 80s is his stuff, because his time frame, and I'm like,
80s
I
is
get it.
fun.
80s was for him. Now he's a white dude,
Right.
right?
Oh, so he was the hair metal.
Yeah, but he loves jazz. He loves funky
okay.
stuff. And I was like, oh, I get it. Because like Zapp and Roger,
Yeah.
like that playlist, I have a Zapp and Roger playlist.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's Gap Band.
Yeah.
It's George Clinton, Funkadelics, right? We call it, so when I was out in Arizona, I call it lowrider music because that's what they call it out in Arizona. When I lived out there, like we'd be in the shop, you can have radios banging and everything. I mean, when I say banging, like we used to bring big, like his type of speakers to work.
Right.
And they would be like, hit that lowrider. You know what I mean? And it would be burn rubber.
Right. Every time
You know
you
what I
say
mean?
that, I think what's
The
the
theme of the
That's part of that playlist.
Oh my.
Right.
And then
Lowrider.
so I made my own lowrider playlist, and I don't even know if this is from that same era, but it gave me that feel. Oye, como va?
Oh yeah.
Mi ritmo bueno pagaza.
Yeah.
Mulata. Come on, bro.
I
There's
don't
only
even know
there's
that
okay. It's Carlos Santana, right? How great is a song when all you have is a hook? The guitar is
the
lyrics.
Yeah.
All you have is the hook. The whole song, that's all they say.
Yeah.
Oye, como va?
Yeah.
But not like over and
Do you know
over,
what the
but
hell
just
that mean?
yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah. So
I knew his ass would know what the fuck. I knew it.
What do you mean?
so and when you translate it, it actually doesn't translate to a real sentence. It's so you have to ID it together. That was one of the controversies of it. But it's Spanish words, right? So basically it's basically like check out how I rock, basically.
Okay.
Right? And like the mulata part, we all know mulata. You know what I mean? Like a caramel skin. Well, our mulatto is a Caucasian and African American offspring. But their mulata is just somebody that's caramel complected. You know what I mean? So yeah. Bro, I be having.
Bruh, I was thinking in my head when I asked her, do you know what that means? I'm thinking, fuck. Why did I even ask him that? Because I know he knows what that means.
I just have a bunch of information of just shit, man.
Bro,
I'm okay with it.
That's why you're that
That's
guy.
why it's good conversation.
You're the Brad Roberts of our family. Yep.
Wow, I'll take that. That dude reads 8 books a day.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take it.
Go ahead. I think I know where you might be going. Not sure. Go ahead.
I started Behold the Pale Horse. I'm not gonna pick it back up until after the new year. Can't do it. It's too deep. It's too deep for me right now. I gotta wait till after the new year.
And you know what? Me and you talked about it last podcast, and I have it on audiobook. But the narrator,
I'll lend you the copy when I'm done.
the narrator is horrible. And that's why I just
make
can't
or break a
tolerate I can't tolerate it too long. I can't tolerate it more than about a half hour. And I was thinking, like, man, I gotta get the book, because then I'm the narrator, right? So I can narrate it the way I want to. So I did order the book.
Well, with that being said, I got an announcement to make.
Yeah, I ain't pregnant again. Don't be pregnant again.
Man, I'll flip this table, bro. I will flip this table.
Don't be pregnant again, bro.
Did you have the camera on you?
No, it was on him.
Oh,
it
my
was
God.
on
It
him.
should have been on you,
No.
because your face, classic.
No.
Dog, I thought he was getting ready to, for real, like, come over here and fight you.
Listen, I got jumped just to come here today.
Right.
I got jumped. Dad on a Monday?
Right.
What? No, so us as the B.T.T family, in association with some libraries, and probably with Woody Hoffer and some different things. What we're going to be doing in 2023 is we are going to host every once in a while. We think it's going to be once a month. We're going to read children's books at different places for children.
That's what's up.
So that's going to be like some
Hit the horns.
Absolutely.
for the kids. Man, BTT love the
babies.
kids.
For the
We love the kids.
Love the kids.
So yeah, so we're putting together right now. I'm putting together a list of books to read. Now I want to get with shout out to Pete Rendina.
I was gonna say,
from
we gotta
Development
get
Group.
some of his books.
We have all the little B books, and he's actually has a real big book coming out because his son Enzo was just born,
Right.
And so he's gonna put out something special for that. And so I want that one to be kind of around that. Right. So, but what I want to do is like take people like Pete Rendina and take their series of children's books and go around reading them. So, you know what I mean? We're not going to do, people request it, we'll do it, but I don't want to do like, Dr. Seuss.
Right.
I kind of want to do stuff that people are actually writing that we know, or, you know what I mean? Some different cool stuff. So, yeah, man. So, and I'm inviting my BTT
Brethren.
folks, brethren in too, man. So
Yamo be there. Who is that?
You can read, right?
Yamo be there.
I'm not even gonna look at him, Ron. I'm not gonna look at him. I'm editing that part out. We're gonna put like something on that. That was wrong.
But the thing is,
You can't take him nowhere, bro.
he didn't even flinch.
No.
And then I don't know what the hell he was singing.
I don't know what you're
I
saying.
think that's what threw him
Yeah,
off.
I'm gonna be there. Y'all don't know that song?
By who?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking y'all to tell me. I'm finna Google it. It's I'm gonna tell you. I want to say it's by So Many Promises. Never.
Are you doing a Michael McDonald impression?
I think it's by Michael McDonald. It's called Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna Google it.
I don't know.
See,
What are y'all talking about,
We've
bro?
been drinking, bro.
Oh my god!
that's why we can't really hang out like that.
We've been drinking.
What did y'all do on
Oh, it's
Saturday?
by James Ingram. It's called Yeah. What is that called, my guy? What's the name of the song? Yamo be there.
Fuck it is.
Yamo be there.
Yamo.
Okay,
Y'all thought I was spoiling.
man.
James Ingram and who?
Michael McDonald.
I told you.
What did y'all do Saturday?
James Ingram and Michael McDonald.
Where were y'all at Saturday?
Jamie.
Jardays.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense.
We had brisket.
Did,
Again.
Did y'all
Man.
have y'all ever heard? I be yo, I be yo.
See, they go with that bullshit.
Y'all ain't never heard that?
What's that?
One of my favorite books growing up ever. Favorite children's book ever.
Really?
It's called Abioyo. It's about a guy that played this banjo, right? This kid, and he would always get on people's nerves, and they
That was
ostracize
Deliverance.
him, right? Put him to the edge of town. You know what I mean? And then one day, this monster came, right? And they couldn't figure out how to save the village, and he just started playing, and the giant started dancing, and danced himself into a frenzy and fell over, and they were able to tie him up.
Okay.
No,
How the
bro.
hell don't I remember none of that?
Abiyoyo, bro. Abiyoyo.
You came out.
You would, bro.
Yeah,
when
but I
I was
got
reading,
kids.
They taught him that
when
shit.
I was
I
reading
got
Abiyoyo,
a son
Right.
when
his
I was,
age.
When
So-
I was reading Abiyoyo, you was in nursing school.
Yeah, but
You
I
ain't had time for no Abiyoyo, bro.
bruh, you are
You were
2 years older than my son, so
you were learning how to put IVs in and like save people's lives.
And
So I think you're okay by not knowing Abiyoyo.
that's okay. Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. I'm gonna fucking look it up now though. Me and Dylan gonna read that shit.
And they had remember when children's books had the tape?
Yes.
Yeah, that was back when you had the tape that you slipped in
Yep.
and you slammed down and the big headphones.
Yep. Like you taking a hearing test.
Right, those joints. Before when the next kid puts it on, before they used to go like this with a rag, you know what I mean, with some alcohol.
Them boys was moist.
You know what I mean?
Them boys was moist.
No, I'm saying before that, you just passed it to the next
Right.
kid.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Next kid was
saying.
licking his finger.
Boom, boom, boom. We kept it moving.
Kept it moving.
I love it.
Kept it moving.
Man,
Kept it moving.
Do them or is it just me? Speaking of hearing tests, them hearing tests be messing with me sometimes. Because I be listening to the beeps, and then all of a sudden I be like, did I hear a beep?
Oh shit.
Or did I not hear a beep?
Yeah, you getting old, bro.
Is it my left ear or my right? You know what I'm talking about? Because it goes so high sometimes.
But do you close your eyes?
Yeah, I do. I think so I can listen, so I can concentrate.
I close
you
my
gotta
eyes
hit that
every
little
time.
button. You gotta push the little button
Yeah.
when you hear it.
Hey, y'all ever push the button and then you're so concentrated on, wait a minute, I don't know if I heard a sound, but I pushed the button.
That's what I'm just
saying. And you're thinking too hard and you actually don't hear the next
You don't hear the
beats.
next beat. That's what I'm talking about. Like, man.
And then it gets loud because you don't hear it. It gets louder and louder. And next thing you know, you're like, oh shit.
Bro, the thing about hearing tests, it's like eye test, right? I'm so stressed out because I don't want to get it wrong.
Yep.
I hate eye
Because
tests.
like
I'm telling you what my eyesight is. You
Right.
should be telling me you're the doctor.
Exactly.
That's how I feel.
I
and
can't
I'm-
see that.
and I'm like that. Like if
Put these on.
if I hear it but I don't hit the damn button fast enough, are they gonna judge me a certain way?
Yep.
I can't do the hearing aids right now.
Right before
even
I-
though they're dope, they're dope. They look like singers.
Right. Look like little Bluetooth song. Little Bluetooth phone.
Man, I got the new
Truck drivers.
I got the new Apple AirPods too. And when I say noise canceling,
Boss.
Is noise canceling?
oh my God.
I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy that you are part of the Apple family. Shout out
Oh no,
to
I still
Apple.
hate the phone.
Shout out to Apple. We're gonna need that sponsorship.
If I can
soon.
get AirPods 2 on a Samsung, I'm Gucci.
you can.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
No, they're not. They got Galaxy Buds, but they don't have. When I say noise canceling, I'm talking about like
You can't hear shit.
at the steel plant.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Nothing.
That's what's up.
Nothing.
I mean, that
And
would be
I'll-
a great stocking stuffer for you to get for me for this Christmas.
Yeah. So
You got AirPods though, don't you?
yeah. So anyway, I was gonna put a candy cane and a Snickers in that motherfucker.
A bag of weed.
Are we?
Dispensary. Edible.
Give me a Detroit. Give me a Detroit.
Hey man, like,
Born
hey,
in
no,
Detroit
seriously.
pre-roll.
You know what?
Pre-roll.
Seriously, on some real shit like that. I think that's a great stocking stuffer,
is.
man, for
For
adults.
people, yeah, for
Like when
people
you did an adult thing.
Indulge, yeah.
Like if you can, if you indulge,
Yeah.
I'd rather put that. You know how people used to put the airplane shooters in there,
Yeah.
like for like how they have like it's the Friendsgiving version of Christmas.
Yeah. I'm just talking about.
Oh, Dana puts those in
Pre-rolls,
my stockings every year.
Of course, she does.
Every year. I just need some higher end shooters.
Oh, you don't want that fireball? That's about as high end as it gets.
Yeah, that's about as high.
99 bananas.
got-
She put 99 bananas in this shit.
I got some of that in my freezer right now. It's been there for like 6 months.
99 bananas?
Yeah.
Who brought? Don't say it on the pod.
don't
Don't
know.
even. Don't say whose name it was.
Bro,
that
listen,
put that
seriously,
on there.
I don't
Put
even
that in
know.
there.
It's just I know it's in my freezer. Every time I open, I'm like,
Hey, Rome.
What up?
We know. We know it's gonna be one of those nights.
It's been.
He's like, I ain't got like a little left. We're
I need a little
break.
something
Little white cap, and he's gonna pull out that 99 bananas.
Yeah.
Nope.
Hey,
I don't
Rome,
even know what
99 bananas.
is.
I can tell you what's
Do
in
they?
there.
Okay.
It's
okay,
a
wait a
99
minute.
Is it
banana.
wine?
It's 2.99 bananas. It's 99 proof.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's banana like vodka
Banana
or
flavor,
something,
yeah.
right? I got 2 of those in there. There's a shooter of VODKA, I think. And then there's a shooter of a brand I've literally never heard of in my life. I've never seen it in a store anywhere. I don't know where the fuck it came from.
Have you ever had a shooter of fighting cock? Pause.
Pause. Bro. I thought we weren't gonna do that. I thought we weren't gonna do that no more.
All right, so
going into next year.
do y'all remember Hell to Tell the Captain?
No.
You don't remember our Hell to Tell the Captain
Yeah,
parties?
listen.
Y'all were never invited.
You have to understand, TJ, an era of his life was one on the fucking island,
Right.
which should tell you everything, right?
Okay.
Puddin' Bay. Another part of his life was Toledo. I don't even know what to call you. You weren't a bouncer. You weren't a promoter. You weren't like you was everything.
Oh, that you was a.
And so he
I'm gonna
literally
tell you the name. That's a name
could,
for that
he
person.
could literally
You was
walk
an
into
influencer.
any bar
You were an influencer.
and motherfuckers were like, "What's up, TJ? Give my man a shot."
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, have you been here before? Nah.
But that's my boy Ricky. That's my boy Ricky Stanton. Remember he went to airport and we used to go out there with them. And remember he had the keg.
Listen, he is my dad's. He is my dad's child. That is for sure.
I don't know how to take that. Is that a compliment?
That's
or
a
is that
compliment.
diss? I didn't know. I didn't know how to
That's a
take that one. I was like, I don't know
Come
where
on,
he's going with it.
listen,
I don't know where he's
come
going
on.
with it.
You know how Pops is. He knows everybody. Everywhere. We could literally take Pops right now to fucking Utah. And somebody's gonna be like, "Brother Black,
Bro,
what's up, buddy?"
there's you think I'm bullshit. Kevin was just talking about this. Fat Kev, when we was in Arizona, he was just talking about this because that weekend, New York played for Thanksgiving. New York played Dallas. His wife's a Dallas fan because they moved to Fort Worth. Shut up. Because they moved to Fort Worth, and they're from New York. Fat Kev and them, you know what I mean, big Giants fans. So anyway, I went to.
Did Dallas win that game?
Oh yeah. I went to Dallas for the opener, Michigan, Florida, some years back and stayed at Fat Kev's house. Me and Kieran flew out there. And now it's me, Kieran, Steve, Steve's wife. We fly out there. So it's us 6 going to the game, right? And we just pull up in the parking lot, set up a tent. There's no, like, there's, no, you know what I mean? Like,
I
there's,
remember this story.
I'm from Michigan,
Right.
but I can't bring a bunch of stuff in the plane, nor do I have all that stuff to tailgate. So we just, it was a random tent.
He did have the dope ass Michigan suit though.
I did. I had the suit jackets, the whole nine. I got them for everybody. It was dope. Because we were in front row, stunting. We knew we were getting on ESPN.
He was on
like
TV.
we on
He was on
ESPN
TV.
like 3 or 4 times.
Right.
But anyway, so we're in the parking lot, and now Fat Kev works for a huge. I can't say the name of when I say his name, but he works for a huge financial company, right? So he's always tried to pitch to me like, man, just come work for me. Like, you have to start at the bottom, but just come work for me because you have the gift. And I'm like, no, whatever. And I just said, I'm not really that cool. Well, I always tell him that. You know what I mean? Because I really think that. Like, he thinks that.
Right. Think the world.
Being drunk in his garage and entertaining people isn't what he's really looking for when it comes to his company. Well, we're sitting there, man, in the parking lot. And in the first, like, half an hour, I have, like, a 30 or 40 person tailgate party, which 20 of them are from Michigan. Right. From Monroe. Right. I wouldn't even say Michigan, from Monroe.
From Monroe.
So, like, so we're gigging and people are walking by and I'm just like, oh, shit, blah, blah, oh. So the Yingers walk by, right? I'm like, oh, Yinger in the house. And I call them all over, right? And they're, oh, what's up, TJ, blah, blah. And Kevin goes, what the fuck is going on here? Right? Like, he's just at this point, he's added up. He's like, what the fuck is going on here? And I go, oh man, the Yingers, you know, real big staple in my town. Right. They own Yinger Pharmacy. They're just great people. They coach my dad all the time. He's like, you have a whole fucking backstory? You have a whole backstory? So he in this rant, he turns and another person walking up had on a Michigan jersey, right? And he's like, I bet you fucking know him too. And I turn around and go, Tim, it's fucking Tim. You guys know Tim from like Inkster area, I want to say. He's got his arm chopped off.
Tim. You know Tim?
Yeah, Timmy.
I know
Bates.
You guys know, Timmy Bates.
Shout out Timmy Bates.
And he goes, I'm fucking done. I'm done, Earl Druggy. I'm fucking done with you. I'm done with you. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Oh man.
Good times, man. Hail to the victors.
But you do know everybody.
Well, we just.
Right.
And they was on the Mayflower.
We need TJ to talk to some.
Oh.
We need TJ to talk to some damn
Indians
people. Get us some
like,
damn sponsors. That's what the fuck we need to do.
Right.
That's your new job. Me and Rome are gonna take over production. You're gonna be head of marketing and sponsorship.
Boom.
Guys,
Anyway.
I told you weren't here
anyway.
You were here. You weren't here last week.
So you getting the promotion,
right? You weren't here last week. I tried to tell him. I just want to walk in here,
right?
crack,
and
sit down and talk shit.
Basically, he wants to be us.
Me on my job.
He wants to be us.
I want y'all's job.
Well, no, he wants your job because at least I do the audio. I was waiting for that.
That might be our first walk off. That might be our first walk off right there.
He said, "Are we finished or we done?"
Is we finished or is we done?
Oh, bro, that was hilarious.
Word to Birdman.
Listen, bro, that was like perfect timing because I was waiting for a reaction. Rome never gives a reaction, but I was waiting for one on this one when I said, "Oh no, I did the audio."
And he's the one that always tells us we can't say that.
Right.
I heard him cuss.
Yeah.
He wanted to cuss you all the way out.
Listen,
he don't even cuss like that.
Rome.
We can just say the MF word.
You know what I love?
Oh, that's right.
We can say the F word.
What?
It's just when we put the M in front of the F word. That's what.
The MF?
Oh my God.
You know MF makes it bad?
Yeah, no, listen, this is a real thing. This is a real thing. All right, so Bill Burr's got this bit where he's talking about where people, the difference between people that are funny and people that are racist is where you put.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like if you go, this motherfucking black dude, right?
Right.
They're like, whoa, hold on.
Right.
But if you're like, you know, like,
and black dudes,
but if you're like, oh, this black motherfucker,
right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's all about where you put the cuss word when you describe something.
Man, this
and I was like,
Chinese motherfucker.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, that makes perfect sense.
That's facts.
Like, oh,
that's
this,
that's a George Carlin moment.
This fucking Asian guy. It's like, whoa. So this motherfucking Asian, right? Or I mean, this Asian motherfucker, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, like it makes. Sorry, I keep saying that mouth, but it was a bit. It's a bit from Bill Burr, man, and it's make perfect sense.
It does.
Perfect sense. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I don't know where he's going.
Coming into 2023, yo, we gonna clean it up. That's our focus. We gonna be more. We're gonna be more straight and narrow.
Hey, don't tell me that.
Professional.
Hey, don't tell me that, Rome.
We gonna be
Rome,
more.
the more you tell me that, here's the problem. The more you tell me that, the more I'm trying to get fired.
Listen, man, no.
So like you're just giving me the ammo to get fired. Like,
hey,
can we fight? Like, if two of us get together, can we fire somebody since we're all three?
I'm just saying,
33.3.
I be having.
We can.
I be having an answer for this.
But the thing is, if you let's say for example you fire Rome, that just means he don't come up here and pod, but he's still gonna collect that check because he owns a third. So
can I get an amen?
So right. So
so
what we got to do is, if we mad at Rome, we got to make Rome come up and work more. That's how that works. We can't fire him.
I tell you what. Well, yeah, 2023 gonna be our year.
Listen,
it's gonna be a whole bunch of diverse shows coming out of these studios,
for sure.
Where y'all see how we rock. Y'all see what we do and how we get down, and you know.
And I will no longer be invited
yeah,
back.
You will.
They're gonna be like,
listen.
Yeah, you will.
Me and Rome been talking, bro.
So you getting fired?
I'm looking right now.
I wasn't really buttering up Rome. I was basically going.
Right, that's the underlay for
he
the
don't even know, bro.
That's the underlay.
He don't even know.
Actually,
TJ would not give a fuck.
And that's how they do you. In order for this whole thing to work, TJ, you got to take less.
Right.
Unfortunately, you know. But we're gonna give you more FaceTime. We're gonna give you more FaceTime.
No, I want the opposite. I want less FaceTime, more pay.
Work. In 2023.
We're going to start paying you by the hour.
We're going to need you to take a little bit less. Just a little bit. Just a little, you know. I want you to have some skin in the game. Listen. Real talk.
Pay me. Let's talk about it. I like this. This is going to pay me. Pay me hourly.
Hold on. You see what happens when your ass take a vacation?
I like it.
Like the real jobs, you take a vacation, everybody at your job be talking about you, right?
Things and change. You come back like, how?
Bro, I got back from Arizona. You know how many things changed when I came back from Arizona?
Right.
Hey, and they go, hey, we were talking, and that's how it always starts.
Yes.
Hey, we were all talking, and You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to tell you what they said.
Man.
You need to be careful though.
I pulled out a black card. I don't care. Ain't no shame in my game.
Man.
Oh my God. Y'all some funny dudes, man. Y'all some funny dudes, man.
I feel like we are.
No.
I feel like we are only funny when you're here.
No, I was just about to say when I was gone and you guys put out 2 when I was gone. And I was like,
one audio, one video.
We always
they try to be serious.
Yeah.
Y'all try to be serious.
Sometimes. Man, listen.
Yeah.
Can I tell y'all something? I'm producing right now as we're podding, and let me tell y'all something. My shot looks grainy and shitty. You guys look fucking great.
Thanks.
And like the
Things
color,
didn't change. We trying to get you we trying to.
like, no,
Now
y'all
that you
didn't
know
change
how-
none of this shit.
No, we changed.
This is still my equipment.
No,
I
we
don't
changed.
know what-
We changed
I
everything.
don't know what y'all,
Hey,
We
that's
changed
even-
everything to go with the
It makes
MacBook
it
Pro.
even worse.
y'all took my shit and made my shit better for
make it
y'all.
even worse.
Y'all didn't mess with y'all didn't clean up my shot at all. Y'all just going, oh, we'll make ourselves look a lot more bright.
We was like,
a lot
what kind
more.
of TJ? What kind of computer TJ got? Let's go rent one of them bitches.
Yeah. It's
First of all, if you ever could rent a laptop, I will talk about you so bad.
You
Can
gotta-
you
you gotta
imagine if you could
return
rent a laptop?
Hey, that might,
Bruh, you
that
think you
might be
can't?
game changing. That might be game changing.
Bruh, you think you can't?
Well, you can come rent our studio and we can produce for you.
You can go to
Like, what's up?
Aaron's or
Yeah.
Rentals. Yeah, you can. Yes, you can. Yeah, you can.
I didn't think about that.
See?
Right.
See, that's money.
I thought he was thinking you was renting by the hour. You know, I just needed for a couple of hours. I got the show to produce.
The bass head rental. Oh, I'm the only one.
I just need the show
Okay,
to
no, I'll shut the fuck up. I'm the only one. I'm the only one that drove everybody in a van to the football games. You know what I mean? When I was like 19 to go check out Mineral High. We're true to you. I'm the only one that drove us all the way to St. Andrews. And so nobody. Okay then. All right.
What are you talking about?
No, don't we won't speak on it. The rentals.
Listen, I told you TJ was.
The rentals.
He had a.
That was a great time, Ron.
He had
The
a
rentals.
different. He had a different lifestyle than I had. I can tell you that. That's for
But
sure.
they were rentals. They were so great. And if something happened, oh what?
Those
Dog,
were
we
the
flipped
days.
a rental one time.
What the fuck?
Nobody was mad about it.
Because it wasn't yours.
No, even the people.
Flip the ghost now. See what happens.
Right.
Wait, the what?
The ghost. That's what me and Rome call your new ride. The
Oh,
ghost.
you are not getting me robbed or shot.
Because I told him, he was like, "Yeah, I didn't even see it." And I was like, "Well, you know that motherfucker got an app on his phone. This shit disappeared."
You got the invisibility button. So you hit the
I got that
invisibility
Wakanda joint, boy. I got that
Bitches blend in
motherfucker.
with the
I got that
background.
motherfucker. Hey, you had a vibranium wedding ring?
Right.
Guess what I got? A vibranium truck. My shit is Black Panther. Black on black on
Facts.
black on black on black. Little carbon fiber. And then some more black.
Bruh,
I
listen,
go get groceries during the day and drive-bys at night, player. We are different over here.
look,
With the baby seats in the back.
TJ was doing all kinds of shit on his phone, right, for his ride. And, you know, I just took my shit in to get the windshield replaced, and they didn't do that right. But when I brought it back, I was asking him, I said, what's up with the Honda app, blah, blah, blah. Oh, dude was showing me, and I'm like, damn.
Your app do all you got. All
I had
that
a lot of that shit, too.
You got
And
all-
I'm like,
don't know nothing about it.
I've had my shit for 2 years.
Oh no, it's golden, bro. It's golden. Like you. Here's the thing. We all.
So
have,
you utilize that kind of shit.
I was just about to
I'm
say-
still 51.
that we're not okay.
Baloney.
what I always think is like, oh, that's like rich man stuff. But what it is I'm just not caught up. Everybody has all this
No,
stuff.
they don't.
I'm just not getting caught.
No, they don't.
Bro,
Listen,
TJ, when I had
I got
an
it.
iPhone 9, TJ was still using green scale phones.
What's a green scale?
You remember when you flipped it open? It was just green and black.
Oh man, yeah.
It was before
I
the
remember
gray
that.
and
Bro,
black.
I was
Yeah.
No, I kept a Nokia.
That's how the Nextel joints was though.
I kept a
Nextel
Nokia.
joints
Yeah,
was like
my
that.
first
Yeah.
Nextel. I kept a Nokia until like it told me
That's one of the
you
best
cannot no longer use it. I love my
Because you was a
Nokia.
hustler. That's one of the best phones to have if you was hustling.
Best phone.
Well, and
Best phone.
and
If
they don't break.
and back in the day,
You can throw them bitch out of a moving car.
no, you don't. You know
Please
what you
pick it
could
up and
do?
be like, here it is.
Star 69.
Star 69.
We
You
know
know,
where
you
we
could-
at, buddy.
So back then, see, text messaging wasn't big. Text messaging was for free. So when you had a minute phone, if you ran out of minutes for that month,
Right.
right? Remember talking time, time talk, whatever.
333.
Okay, so if you
222.
just text, it's for free.
Right.
We figured that out, and once we figured that out, we're like, we'll never upgrade our shit ever again. So I kept the Nokia forever until once text messaging started with like singular, back when AT&T was singular, and remember all that? Like back when text messaging really started was around that time, and they just shut our shit down. I finally had to go get something new. I'd still rock that Nokia to today. No internet, no nothing.
His shit was 1G.
I swear to God, it was.
TJ's shit was 1G.
I wouldn't mind those old retro
Wasn't
phones.
3G.
I loved
3G.
them.
Yeah.
Now, was he with us when we? Yeah, he was with us, but I don't.
No, I didn't have it.
You didn't get the.
He never got the next two.
Yeah,
No, I had my own stuff. Actually,
Right.
I had a Nextel before you guys did.
right.
I'm not trying to like stun. I'm saying.
Yeah, he had a chirp. He had a chirp.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the very first one that came out. The
Yeah,
very
I
first when I was in
remember-
10th
I know
grade
what
and
you're
like
talking about.
everybody.
Bro, do you
but
remember?
the thing is, I got rid of it. I got rid of it because nobody else had it.
phone. Right.
But because
No,
at first,
before the construction.
Yeah,
the very first one was a
construction
construction.
had 'em and
The
whatnot.
very first one was where you flip it up and only the ear part comes up,
Yeah.
but your screen stays in
Yeah.
the same place.
Yeah.
That was the first
Yeah.
one. That was the, what do you call it? The green,
No, that
yellow,
was
whatever,
yeah,
green and black
the
text.
green scale.
Green scale,
Wasn't
yeah.
even grayscale. No.
We had
But the
them
reason
hard
why I got
joints.
rid of it is because nobody had it.
Bro, there was nothing crazy. I think back and think. I remember it was
We was
like
fresh.
10 of us having
We
a,
was fresh.
having a damn
Chirp.
a call on the chirp on basically nigga we was all talking on walkie talkies.
Yeah, we just walkie talkie one another.
And I'm just like, and that was like, we could call
Back in
each
the
other.
days.
We could do a conference call on those phones,
walkie-talkie them
but we
joints.
chose not to because we just wanted to chirp and walkie-talkie.
Remember you used to wear that joint on your hip? You remember you used to wear it on your hip?
And tuck your shirt behind it, so everybody can see it.
See the little green light flicker? Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all
that's
right now.
hilarious.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Nextel phones had 12s in them. Y'all remember how loud when the ringtone game was banging?
Man.
You know what I mean? I remember having Fubba You Cubba on there. Y'all remember Fubba You Cubba? Eminem from that freestyle. Fubba You Cubba Cubba, Ubba You Ubba Uba. You could, I won't say the rest because this is a family show, not really, but kind of. But man, we would have ringtone battles, bro. We'd be sitting in a trap spot and just somebody would just randomly just hit their, you know how you can hit the,
He said
hit the
ringtone
up,
battles.
hit the up button and they would just start hitting the up button.
Now,
And
did
everybody
you-
would be like, oh shit. Then somebody else would be like, mm-mm. And they'd hit you with
Did
Yeah.
you miss the pagers, or was you in that era? Was
You know,
in the
I had
pager
one,
era?
but I didn't really have one. I had one. I remember I probably had one for maybe like 3
remember
months.
all the girls everybody had pagers. Remember, and then the girls start getting them, and then I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, this might be a little,
me
just
and
a little bit.
me
You
and
might
Romy
miss it.
Rome, man. Me and Rome Latham, man.
Everybody
Rome
had the
Latham put me
pagers.
on to him. He actually gave me my first pager
Yeah.
because he had got the. There was a. I had the. He had a basic one, and he gave me the basic one because he upgraded to a.
Like right, I can't even
I
remember the
forgot
names
what they
of
were
them.
called.
I know what you're talking
was it
about.
Sky Pager.
Oh man, I'm
Man,
getting ready.
right.
And you can change the
way
color on it.
back.
Right,
You can
yeah,
change
that's
the
what I'm talking
cases
about.
and
That's what I'm talking
Get us
about.
up to
Yeah,
the
mine was
band.
just
You
the
ready?
old school
Yes.
Dr. Black.
Right.
You can't change nothing.
base
He got the one where you
black,
can change everything
Bro.
on it.
Yeah.
This is before though you can type on it. Before that,
Right, yes,
but it was
before,
still
yes.
like you can make
It
a
was on
type.
the pager.
And he
Yeah.
had a different color for every outfit.
Absolutely.
Bruh.
Where you going?
The first pager I had no digital readout.
Say it was analog.
It would be because it was like a work pager, true.
I almost choked.
Right, but bro,
He said-
it was like eight people.
Motherfucker be like-
8 people had that number.
Paging Michael Madison. Michael Madison.
Bro, I would take that.
But you remember those ones?
Yeah,
where motherfuckers
it would
speak on?
beep, and I would be like, or I would go if I was at the crib, I'd be like, "Hey, what's up, Ron? You page me? No, all right, cool. Hey, what's up, TJ? You page me? No, cool, all right. Hey, what's
Yeah,
up,
go
man? You
8
page
people.
me? Oh, what's up, dog? What you want? Oh,
You wouldn't even need a number. You just
I just go through the people that had my pager number. Like, you don't get no more than like 10 niggas your pager number, bro.
Dog.
oh man.
That is
Wow.
that is, but I really, I'm gonna be honest with you. There were only, and I'll never forget it. There were only 4 people that had that pager number, but I had to do that. And if I was out and about,
right.
bruh, because you don't want to be wasting. It was 20 cents a call. You want to be wasting that 20 cents. So you would call collect. What up, Miss Mike? You page me?
Bro, that's
You remember calling collect?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Do I
mean,
remember?
just in general, call and collect in general.
Yep.
Hey,
How you
Dad,
gonna
come
call
pick me up.
collect?
Movie's
Right.
over.
At the tone, right? At the tone,
Tone.
say your name.
Yep.
Dad, pick me up.
It's me.
Oh, hold on. Y'all remember when? Okay, I was about to say.
Collect call.
These kids
This
nowadays
isn't going
are
to pertain.
spoiled.
This
It
isn't going
sure
to pertain.
is.
This isn't going to pertain to you. But y'all remember when in the holding cell there was a phone.
Mm-hmm.
You can. That's how you had to collect.
Yeah. Yes.
That does pertain
Okay,
to me,
so yeah, so well, I've been there enough that I know how to work it now because. Well, here's the thing: is not everybody could accept it, so it wouldn't even ring to their phone. Okay. So like certain, like you had to know exactly who to call.
Right.
And if you think about it, back then you could still remember numbers.
Yep.
Now,
Yep. It was done
what do
then.
you do?
It's a whole.
Get your one phone
now.
call. Have you guys ever tried to get a one phone call? You know how they have it in the movies?
Right.
Your one phone call. Have you ever guys tried to ever get that?
They gave me that. Yeah, I got that.
Never
before.
had it. They
Really?
never gave me a phone call ever in my life.
Oh
Got that
yeah.
before. They
Ever in my
violated
life.
your rights, yeah.
I've been arrested double digits.
Mm-hmm.
But-
I've never ever requested a phone call and they've gave it to me.
But I'll
Never.
tell,
They
I'll
probably
tell
knew
you
your
this
dad.
though. I'll tell you this. If I had to go by memory on to call somebody, I could call Dana. I can call Dana's mom because her number hasn't changed. And I could probably call Uncle Chuck because I don't think that number's changed either. And that's it.
I can call you. I can call you.
I can't even call you, bro.
Well, I can call you.
I don't know Rome's number. That's
Hey,
that's
Good.
scary though.
Because you call me collect money. You call me collect money. It's gonna be a problem.
Rome's like, who is this? Big Mike. Who the fuck is that?
Hey, I remember when I had a kingpin moment. So I got pulled over by the sheriffs. I had a warrant out for a ticket for my dog. Remember my dog Capone, my pit? I had a ticket for my dog.
Right.
Right? Some simple shit, but there's a warrant.
Right. Cold blooded.
He took me downtown.
That foolishness. You know.
Foolishness stuff, right? Like there's a lot of other stuff, but this time it was
Actually
something
took you
stupid,
downtown
right?
for it?
Oh, it was something stupid. But so I go to get booked, right? And when I come in, they read my name. They go, "Hey, don't put him in the holding cell." And now I'm tripping because I'm like, "What else?"
Right.
Right? They're like, "Don't put him in there. Sit him over here on this bench." And I'm like, "What's going on?" And the dude was like,
Big Mo and them getting ready to come out.
"No, the dude, no,
Fuck your ass up.
no, the dude was like, Madison, you already got bail."
Right.
Before I showed up to the jail, I already had bail.
Right.
They're like, somebody already called up here. People heard that in the holding cell and went ape shit. That's the guy.
Right.
That's the guy. Who is that? That's the guy. A couple people that knew me in there was like, what? Squad? And I'm confused, like, what?
Right.
It just so happened that when I was being arrested, a girl that I know was just riding past, being
Seen it,
nosy,
yep.
seen that I was getting arrested, and called up there and was like, "Hey, whenever you guys get Travis," oh shit, I almost said my whole government.
Government.
You know what I mean? And it was, and people in there was bugging. Even the COs was like, "Yeah, you," like they was talking shit to me, like, "Yeah, you must be like, we'll see you again," like I was some kingpin. I'm like, no, I work at Plastic.
Bro, that happened. That happened to me.
Yeah, I worked at
That happened
Plastic
to
at the
me
time. I
once.
swear to God, I worked at Plastic. No, I work at
That
Plastic.
happened to me once. Penny seen me getting arrested. This is the craziest shit though. Penny seen me getting arrested at Meyer. She calls Dana. They transfer me to Van Buren Township.
For that name shit.
Yes.
The wrong names. I remember that.
So they talking about fingerprint me, all that. They don't do none of that. And they're like one dude comes in, it's just me in this little area. It's nobody else. But dude's like,
It was a Big Mo.
is this might have been,
Why you talking shit?
he was like, is this Madison? And the dude was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, he's do what you got to do, but then he can go send him through this door because he's already posted bail. And I was like, bro, no, I didn't. I don't know who posted my bail, but I didn't post no bail. Like I went in the straight, like I was scared.
Why was you in panic mode?
that's how you know he's not a criminal.
Because
And that's how you know
he wasn't
he's
running with
not
me.
a criminal.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because even if somebody would have seen me, told Dana, whatever, they would have called
Monroe.
So I thought they would be in Monroe, not Van Buren Township, right? So I'm like, I don't know who the hell paid my bail, because I'm thinking movie shit now, right? I'm like,
They trying to kill me.
bro, somebody trying to kill me, right? Yeah, somebody trying to kill me. And
I
I'm
don't
like,
want to go.
and they was like, do you know Penny Madison? I was like, yeah. And I'm thinking, how the fuck she know, right? And he was like, yeah, it's Penny Madison and Dana Chapman. I was like, okay, cool. But then I'm like, I get out, I'm like, how the fuck did y'all know I was in? Call first clap to Penny. She got to calling folks because she had been through it a few times. So
Yeah,
she got to calling
yeah.
folks, knowing who to call for transfers, and I was like, damn.
And it wasn't even it was somebody that stole the name, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't even supposed to be you.
Yeah.
They had a warrant or something
Matter
out for
of fact,
somebody else.
I remember
That used to happen a lot.
This
Happens
is
too
This
often,
is
if
one
you
of
know what
my,
I mean.
one of my
Hey,
few arrests, right?
wrong. Too often, if you know what I mean.
It
So
happens a lot though.
me and Pops, I wonder if you remember this. We go up to court when we go to court. So the attorney comes in. He was like, okay, if you plead guilty, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'm not pleading guilty to shit because I didn't do none of this, right? My dad's like, listen, hear him out. It's probably going to be better for you. Just plead guilty, you
Right.
pay a fine, keep it moving.
Right, here we
I'm
go.
like, nope, I'm not. Dad is looking at me like I'm
fighting
crazy
this.
because he done been through some shit, right? Bro, the
I ain't did
the
nothing.
one cop comes in with somebody else. I don't know who the hell it was. And he looks at me. And so the attorney comes back. He goes, listen, we're gonna do a $150 fine, blah, blah, blah. You're not gonna get any of this. It's not gonna go on your record, blah, 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 all this stuff. I was like, yeah, fuck that. I ain't saying I did shit because I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Dad grabbed me. He was like, son, listen, just do what they tell you to do, pay the fine. I was like, nope, you bring the cop in here that gave me the ticket, the whole nine, because I think it was contributing alcohol to a minor or something like that.
Yeah, you don't want that.
I do all this stuff, right? I said, you bring, and when I said him, the dude looked at me, he was like, well, I have the officer, and he never said him or her.
Oh.
So I kept saying him.
Because you was sexist at the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
No, I mean, that's where being sexist works out sometimes.
That's facts. So my man says, well, I have the officer right outside. I said, bring him in here. Because if he tells me I'm the one he gave the ticket to.
You kept saying he. You kept saying,
I
what do they
did.
call those things? Like he, him, her.
Pronouns?
She.
Yeah. There
You
go.
kept using those pronouns?
I kept using he.
Ooh, this is before they was woke? Ooh.
Bruh. Female police officer comes over. She goes, she closes her book. She goes, that's not him. And the attorney is like, well, like, how do you know? You just glance at him. And she was like, because I've read through my notes, and it was short, skinny, black male.
And they was like, you fat
And I'm
light
like,
skin.
fat, light skin. I'm like, hey!
And
Hey, that's when I can diss him and it's all good. Like, that's the one time I can get my shit off without him being
Bro,
mad at me.
and I
he was
remember-
fat and
I
light skin.
remember
Can I say it one more
Dad-
time?
one
He
more
was
time.
fat and light skin. Okay,
Facts.
sorry.
And I remember
I'm tripping.
Dad
I'm
looked
tripping.
at me
Bro,
like,
I'm tripping.
you
I'm
good.
tripping.
like, damn, like, he kind of looked at me like, I almost had you eat that shit. And you was right.
Oh, don't ever listen to Dad. Dad tried to tell me to do, I know, weapon charge. My dad tried to tell me to plead no contest. And then he had all this like soliloquy stuff to go behind it. And I was like, what? Like, I didn't understand. Like, we were in the middle of the thing and I'm like, what? Like,
Oh,
this is a
man.
weapons charge. Bro.
Jail,
Like,
jail
you are
stories.
not-
Rome, you're next.
You are not an attorney, good
Tell you
brother.
Rome's jail story. He ain't never saying guilty. Take me to the box. Put me on trial. Never. It wasn't me.
Bro,
It wasn't
y'all
me.
ever watch 48 Hours? Do you ever watch 48 Hours?
Sometime, yeah.
Bro, I just be
Yeah.
screaming. As soon as they get into the little
Yeah.
area, I be like, don't say shit.
Don't say nothing.
Ask for your attorney. That's all you got to do.
Oh my
And they tell you
God.
that. They literally tell you to your face.
Bro, I be
Oh my
seeing so
God.
many people,
You-
man.
you wanna talk to me?
All right, hold on. Well, listen. Well, what happened was
Now you know you ain't got to talk to me, right?
Listen, but
you got something you wanna tell me?
What's the
Bert Kreischer.
Minister Society? When my
You know you
man
fucked
said,
up, right?
Oh,
You know you fucked up, right?
you know you fucked up.
So you saying it was 11 o'clock?
Right.
Yeah, for sure it was 11 o'clock. You saying it's 10 o'clock?
Man.
No, bro, Bert Kreischer has one of the best bits on First 48. You guys know who Bert Kreischer is, right? Or, no, I'm sorry, not Bert Kreischer. Tom Segura, his best friend. They got Two Bears, One Cave is their podcast. But Tom Segura has a great bit about First 48, and in the bit, what he's talking about is like how crazy is it that they just always end up just like, yeah, no, I ain't did shit, and then all of a sudden was like, didn't you have on a blue shirt? Yeah, I killed them motherfuckers. You got a cigarette? It's like, what?
Like no pressure?
No pressure.
I don't know
Oh,
nothing.
man.
I don't know nothing. Didn't see nothing.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you what I seen. Go ahead.
Because they tell you we're gonna use it against you. Whatever you say, I don't care if you tell me the truth, I'm using it against you.
Hey,
If you tell me a lie, I'm using it against you.
public service announcement.
If you make up a story, I'm using it against you.
Exactly. Public service announcement.
What's the benefit of me talking to you about anything?
Nothing. Zero.
About anything.
Hey, what they say on Don't Be a Menace? Message.
Message.
Listen to Rome here, people. Listen to Rome. Because I'm going to tell you right now, shut the fuck up. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. You cannot talk your way out of it. There's a process. So it doesn't matter what you say. They don't even have, some of the people that talk to you don't even have the authority to listen to you and go, oh, you know what, you're right. They don't even have the authority to do that.
We're going to go ahead and cut you loose.
Right.
Yeah, they don't even have the authority to do it. So why are you talking?
Anytime a motherfucker say, hang tight for a second.
Oh my God. Hang tight for a second.
I'm gonna need you to just hang tight for a second. Don't say nothing.
And when they start trying to talk your
Siri,
language,
I'm being pulled over.
It's all good, bro. When they start trying to talk your language,
Hey, Siri,
Keep it moving.
hey, call the crib. I'm being pulled over.
Right.
I do it. Oh, you do that too? I do that
All
every
that.
time.
All that.
I do that every time.
All that. Start recording.
I do that
That is
every
I'm
time.
just gonna need
What
you
was,
to hold tight for
what
a
was
second.
those attorneys, man? It was two attorneys that they used to do like little, I don't know if it wasn't TikTok. What was before TikTok? Was it TikTok?
Well, I seen them on TikTok
It
where
might
they're
have
talking
been-
about weed.
No,
When
no,
weed
no.
got
Telling
legal-
you about your rights.
No,
or
it was
something?
like these
Two Italians
These
dudes.
two, yeah, and he goes,
Shut the
just-
fuck up.
yeah,
Yeah, one
just-
guy always says something, and the other one goes, shut the fuck up.
and he's like,
So
he's like,
he's
when
like,
you get
shut the
pulled over, what you should do is, and another dude comes in,
shut the fuck up.
and if they ask you this, you should shut the fuck up.
Right. Exactly.
That's facts.
I took a civics class, or no, it wasn't a civics class. It was something that Coach Wood taught in high school, right? And
Black history.
no, but
That's what he taught me.
what he would teach in part of that class is, and it was something social type stuff, and he taught you how to properly get pulled over, and it's actually fucking worked for me in Arizona.
Really?
It worked for me. This is how much it worked. This cop goes, "Hey, my man, relax. You're fine. You're not even getting a ticket."
Right. That's how I start.
And I go, no. But what it was, so what I did was, so this is what he taught me was when you get pulled over, go 10 and 2, right? When you turn off your car, put the keys in your pocket. That's the other side of it. So then they have to go on your person to do something in your car. You know what I mean? If your keys are in your car and your shit still started. But anyway, but he said the most important thing is 10
Where
and
is
2.
this at? Where is this at?
I was in Arizona.
Okay.
No, where I got taught this was here.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So he said, so what you should do is if you think that the cop thinks that you're somehow endangering him, you take the keys out the car and either you can go 10 and 2 or you can just put your hands out the car. I won't put my hands out the car. Nowadays, I won't do that.
Right.
So what I did in Arizona was, this is no bullshit, man. I'm speeding on my way to work. I know I'm speeding. How I know? Because I was the one doing it. A bike cop was in front of me, and I'm not
And he
thinking.
flicked you?
No, what he did was he busted left, did a U-turn, and when I say whipped out his gun, it was like he whipped out his real gun. No, he whipped out the speed gun, and got me. And I seen it all happen in front of me.
Right.
But he explained to me afterwards, like, it wasn't because of me. It was like, that's literally how he gets people.
That's what they said.
So, well, this is what
It
happened.
was because of you.
I pulled over.
I know, that looked like him.
I pulled over.
They thought he was Mexican.
I did the whole 10 and 2. I turned off the car, didn't take the keys out though. I went 10 and 2, and he walked up and he said, "Hey, how we doing? License, registration?" I said, "With your permission." I swear to God, this is real life. This is no bullshit. I said, "With your permission." This Rome, you think You think I'm bullshitting?
No, I know you. I
This
know
is a
you.
real story.
Listen, I know you 100%. That's why I'm like, this. Is
No,
bullshit.
this is a real story.
So go ahead, bro.
Listen, no bullshit.
10-2.
So I go, with your permission, my wallet is in my back left pocket. Why is this so crazy?
Because you know Rome don't give two fucks about no cop.
I
He's giving way too much respect. Because Rome is gonna be high noon.
Wait.
Rome is gonna be high noon.
This dude said
with his hand behind his back. Talk about motherfucker what?
No, that's not true. That's not true.
That's not true at all.
That is not true. Hey, what he said.
With your permission.
With your permission.
Hey, because guess what? No.
He ain't dead.
No. Let me put some context to it, Rome. Rome. Let me put some context to it.
With your
This is right after. No bullshit. This is right after Ferguson.
Right.
This is right after all. You guys think I'm bullshit? There's no punchline to this. So no bullshit. Like, this is after all that, and I'm in Arizona. This is my first year in Arizona. Right. I have no clue. This is my first time being pulled over in Arizona. I know what they say about this place, right?
You're not in Monroe anymore.
Right. Exactly. So I go, with your permission, my driver's license is in my wallet, my back left pocket. With your permission, I'd like to reach for it with my left hand. And he was like, dude, you're fine. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, let me ask you this, because they do ask this in Arizona. It's a common thing. Do you have any guns in the car? Because everybody out there has a gun. And they just, you don't, you're not in trouble. They just need to know, do you have one? Right. So I know. Right. And he goes, do you have any guns in the car? And I said, no, sir. He goes, okay, but then he goes, just relax. Right. He was like, just give me your license. You don't have to worry about the registration. He goes, I have a rule. My first pullover of the day, I only give you a ticket if you're my mother-in-law. So he tried to make a joke, basically like to cool me off. Like, and he was like, hey man, he goes, he goes, I don't think you're from here. he goes, I don't even ever think, he's telling me, he goes, I don't even ever think I've had this happen where somebody properly like.
TJ going through some shit. My man was like, Detroit, huh?
Right. He was like, oh, no, I swear to God, Rome, this is a real story. There was no punchline to it. I was just like, it actually worked. And he was like, no, man. He's like, you're good. He's like, you know what you were doing. You were speeding. I go, absolutely. He goes, yeah, well, so what he did was he was like, I'll print out a warning so you can take it to work. No bullshit. And they did that. And I didn't know they can even do that. He printed out a warning and gave it to me so I can show him at work like, hey.
So you wouldn't get no damn
tardy and shit.
Yeah. For the overplay, my guy.
Bro, I was so
I really went down was he pulled my man over. Moses to the car. Live Rev Ray.
Boy, do you know where you're at? This here is Maricopa County.
I think we got a live one over here.
I've heard about the police in
Any
Arizona,
guns in the car,
bro.
son?
He looks Mexican, but he don't talk that way.
Any guns in the car?
No, I was terrified. I'm gonna tell y'all why.
You sure there ain't a gun on their back seat right there?
When I first moved there, my first week.
Freeze.
So you were, no, you never came out to visit me, fuckhead. So,
oh no, it's my
fault. So my back patio. Everybody's back patio has a wall, and so there was homeless people that were jumping people's wall at night and sleeping on their patio furniture. And so my first encounter, my first week there, when they roll up in Arizona, they fucking roll up. Like, it's not here where we're understaffed in Michigan. Like, they roll up like
bring the brigade, huh?
6 cars deep for a homeless dude. Right. I'm not bullshitting. My second encounter scene, I was walking my dog in my same complex. And when I say, so I'm walking my dog and I see something shiny out of the corner of my eye. And I look over and there was all I seen was a badge shining, and dude went, and I was like, what?
I'm screaming.
For the people that are listening and not watching, he put his finger up to his mouth, shushed me, and told me to go back the other way.
I'm screaming.
And he upped his AR, right? And then I seen another cop. I see another cop coming on the other side of the building. They start coming out. They were doing the creep mode. They were about to do a raid. And they were doing a creep mode. And they were like, so my dog wouldn't bark. He just went and pointed me in the direction. I was like, oh, and the shit was on the news. I was like, oh, shit.
Rome right now, as soon as that motherfucker did this, he like, they coming, dog.
The police are here. Wake everybody up. Here they come. I'm telling.
Bro,
I'm
I
not
would-
gonna shush.
I live right next door to the HOA lady. I told the HOA lady everything. I said, they out here. There's somebody selling drugs up front. We don't need to. We don't. I pay for
In
this
this
here.
community.
I pay my HOA dues. I would not like that guy to be here any longer. If he's doing stuff like that to detriment this community, I am not for it. No, no, ma'am.
Shit.
No, ma'am.
What's T? All I
No,
can say,
ma'am.
man, after tonight's pod, bro.
Right. Somebody getting indicted.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Cause
No, shush
damn,
me.
my,
I'm really getting
my
loud
damn
now.
stomach hurt.
No, man. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all
Cause
something,
this
man.
the thing, I can see
You know how-
the
you
cop shushing Rome.
What?
And
I can
Rome
see it.
losing his shit.
Right.
Yelling,
Shush me.
screaming.
I'm being quiet.
This
Right.
nigga stomping his feet. He clapping his hands.
What are y'all up to? That's what I want to know.
I can't even
Messing with
fucking
people.
see. Oh my god.
Cause that'd be my thing. It'd be some real crime going on, some real stuff going on,
Yeah.
and they want to pull just pull a regular civilian over
Oh,
and then
and
act like I'm sitting there 20 minutes,
I can't breathe.
bro. Like, why don't you get the real criminals, man? What?
no, here's the thing. This is all in the first month. You guys can literally Google this shit. I swear to God, man. You guys think I know some shit be happening, bro, and it all sounds like it's all made up, man. There's some shit that I don't even try to see. That same year in the city that I lived in, Mesa, that's when they shot that dude in that hotel. I don't know if you remember when they shot that unarmed dude in the hotel. That was like my first 3 months there, and then within my first year, this is all in the first year. They shot that
3 years, 4 years.
3 years there. They shot that dude right off the expressway on that fucking ramp.
Yeah,
When he started walking towards the cops
Yeah.
they didn't shoot him. I'm sorry. He started
He was
walking towards the
busting.
cop
Yeah.
with an AK, right?
yeah.
The dude said, and I remember what they played it on the
Yeah,
news.
yeah.
They played the audio on the news. He goes, "I'm taking off." And they say, "Stand down." He goes, "I'm taking off," because he thought he was going to shoot all the officers. He fucking just hit him with the police car. They were all supposed to stand down because he had this AK, and he's in the middle of the expressway, and there's still civilians around, and he wasn't going to chance it. So he just skirt, boom, ran the motherfucker over. I
And that
said,
was how many months all that happened?
that all happened in my first year because I lived in Tempe. After I only stayed
was
1 year.
Tempe better?
There's all Arizona.
I was gonna say what?
I mean, it's great, and you also have a cartel. Like, I mean, what do you know what I mean? Like, what are we talking here?
I said it's great.
I'm telling y'all, man.
That's
Y'all be
wild,
thinking I
man.
be making shit up, bro. But I think it's because my personality. I'm very observant to
Yeah.
a fault. Like, I see bad shit that I don't want. You know what I mean? And I think so. I'm always on the.
Because I'd have been firing up in Newport at that time. I wouldn't have seen shit.
Mr. Madison, I'm gonna need you to hold tight for us.
Bro, I had to pull. Man, I'm so observant. I had to pull a gun.
Hang tight.
Bro,
hang tight. I'm gonna need hang tight for a second.
Bro, I had to pull a gun one time, and I had
cop?
no. What are you crazy? Because I had to have a split second decision. Do I shoot this dog or not? Because my neighbor had a couple pit bulls and they were cool, and they were big, but they were cool. What he would do is he had a grown one and he was training his new one. They would pull him all around the neighborhood on this boogie board, skateboard thing, right? People knew him around. Great dude, man. The dude's awesome dude, right? Jeez. But it's dark. Right. I got my dog out, and all I hear is something like loud. What happened was the new dog, is a playful dog and seen my dog
going to play.
And what he did was how he started turning towards my dog. He wrapped the dude up, and the dude hit the sign. There's a sign at the end of my drive, so he hit the sign and let the leash go. Now this dog's coming from
full speed,
probably about 50 yards away, and I have to make a split decision. This dog's closing in. Do I shoot the dog?
Right.
And I know that dude's holding. I know because it's Arizona, and I'm like, and then the other reactions. So I just thought the worst case scenario, if I put my gun back down, the worst case scenario is my dog gets bit or I get bit protecting my dog. So I just said, fuck it. And I put my arm out, and when I put my arm out, he jumped up. But he didn't jump up. Like, he jumped up to start playing like happy.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
And it was like one of them decisions where I'm like, oh my God, you know how bad this, I could have shot his dog, he could have shot me. Like, you know what I mean? Now, or at least I shot the dog, now the dog's dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know, man, I had some times out there, bro. I just didn't fucking know. Just walking my dog, just walking Axel, bro. Just walking Axel, I've seen some shit.
Thanks.
I don't believe in guns, bro. I mean, obviously,
Me neither. I don't have
Don't
any.
get me wrong. I believe in them. You know, they're here, but I don't. That's why because if it's on you, you're more apt to use it. You feel
You
what I'm
might
saying?
have to, yeah, but
This is something even about, like, think about this, like
Oh,
even
shit, we
Twitter.
about to go deep.
No, we ain't going deep. We don't stay right here on the level.
okay.
Even Twitter or Facebook or something, when you read something or see something that you don't like, give it 24 hours before you tweet or before you respond.
Thank you.
Or before
Thank you.
You know, because it gives you time to, you know what I mean? A lot of times in the moment, you don't get a time to process, you know, the things that you need to process before you make that decision. You know what I'm saying? In the moment. So if you don't have a weapon on you, although
But if you're
I don't want to be
protecting
in those
the-
type of
protecting
places where
things,
where I need a weapon on me. But if I don't have a weapon on me, at least I know, you know, I ain't shot nobody or accidentally shot nobody or, you know, got into it with somebody and some bystanders got, you know, something crazy, you know. And that's just, like I said, even with tweeting, even with, you know, posting on Facebook. So when I read something that I don't like or I want something I want to respond to, I'd be like, you know, as I've gotten older, something I've learned, and you just said it earlier, silence is golden, man. Sometimes you don't have to respond to everything. You just shut up.
Well, I will say
be
this,
quiet,
though.
you know.
But I will say this. The positive thing about being in Arizona, I've never felt like I was in a city. Once I actually was there and got the lay of the land and was out and about and mingling and, you know, year 2, year 3, I never felt uncomfortable anymore of dumb shit popping off. Why? Because in Arizona, you can't just think you're the biggest motherfucker on the block, because everybody's the biggest motherfucker on the block.
Right.
When everybody's the big, I'm sorry, I'm saying MF.
No, you're fine.
If everybody's the big guy on the block, if grandma has hers on her and knows exactly how to use it and is trained in it, then guess what? Nobody does certain things because
That's fact.
over something stupid.
That's
now,
a
if it's
great
something,
segue.
now there is times where stuff happens, but you don't hear it happen with like innocent people as much or over dumb stuff.
Right.
So it does happen, but not over somebody stepping on your shoes,
Right.
not over somebody
spilled
taking
your
your
popcorn.
parking space,
Right.
right? Because they don't even want that.
Everybody ready.
They don't want that. They don't want that trouble. They don't want
You know
that.
what? We were having a conversation earlier about this a couple of days ago about the criminal element in America, and I want to say, and I'm you can quote me on this. It's not higher than 4%. I don't know the actual percentage, but the the criminal element in America is about 4%, meaning 4 people out of every 100 is criminals. And me and this brother was talking, and I was basically saying, you mean to tell me 100 people can't police 4 people? Meaning the same thing you just said.
Yep.
If everybody ready, that cut out half the foolishness. But you know we don't. But you know we need. You know what they utilize police for and things like that, for drug users, drug sellers, nonviolent crimes. You know, things like. Most people ain't looking to hurt people. Most people ain't looking to kill
police
people.
yourself.
Most people ain't looking to break into people's houses. You know what I'm saying? The numbers say 4 out of every 100.
You know,
well, if it's 100 people, you can police 4 people. out of
Well,
100.
how about this for statistics? There's a Rogan fact, and I looked it up, and he was right. And I've heard this a few different times. There is more guns in this country than there are people.
Absolutely.
There's 320 million people.
That's it. That's not a lot of people.
And just registered, there's over 320 million guns. That's
So
not
what I
to say, the other fuckery.
Right.
Right.
So, I don't think that arming yourself is a bad thing.
I don't think so.
I
either.
wouldn't even take guns away. What I would
wouldn't
say is,
Police yourself.
well, hear me out on this. This should just be a little bit more extensive to get your gun. Instead of all you have to do is not have a criminal background. I think that you should go a little bit further, and you should take a psych evaluation, or you know what I mean, a psych evaluation, and
They do, but it's really lame.
it's not a real psych evaluation.
Do you
know.
Do you feel depressed? Have you ever thought about killing anybody? Okay.
But you know,
Is your cousin's name Junebug?
but you know,
that's pretty much it.
And here in America, though, that's part of your rights, though. You got the right to bear arms, bro. I shouldn't have to take no test. I shouldn't have to.
I got a gun.
You know, I shouldn't have
You know
to
what I
do
mean?
blah blah
But
blah.
Why
you know?
not?
No, I'm saying that's I'm not saying me. I'm not saying me personally.
No, I'm saying
that's
that
the
the
other
law-
side of the. That's the other side.
Yeah,
of
but
the,
if the law says that you can't carry a gun if you have a mental unstableness that's proven,
right,
then you can't carry a gun.
Well, that's
right?
true too. If you
Legally.
yeah,
Legally,
right,
Yeah.
legally.
So that's what I'm saying. So if you legally can't carry the gun, I'd rather have everybody walking around that has guns be 100% trained in that gun.
right,
right.
yeah,
Not something pink with rhinestones that looks cute in your purse. You don't even know how to shoot it.
right.
and I'm not attacking nobody.
No, I know what you mean.
I'm also talking about.
That's how people get killed.
I'm also talking about the person that's got that 50 cal DE, that Desert Eagle,
Right.
and can't even shoot it with one hand because he can't handle the kickback.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, let's
But in
plan
America,
a day, go to the range.
in
I don't shoot
America,
guns.
that's all right.
No.
I mean, you know, I don't shoot no. You know, I don't shoot no guns.
I shoot bow and arrow.
Well,
No,
we should go to the
shoot
range.
guns,
Teach you guys how to shoot.
No, I'm good.
Nothing about that. Shoot the rock.
I'm good.
No.
I got a wicked jump shot.
Yeah, I'll go play some ball. You want to go play some ball?
What about a slingshot?
No, man, we trying to
Man.
play ball, bro. How about this? No, you know what we should get into is
A
pickleball.
slingshot one time. I got hit by a real one, like the kind you buy at Kmart.
Say that real shit.
With had the wrist guard on that. You know what I'm talking about? The
So you
real
ain't talking
joint.
about a piece of wood with a rubber band
metal
on it.
bearing. Wow.
I had
Like, dog, y'all cheating.
went to the Renaissance Festival. Got me a rubber band gun.
A rubber band gun.
Yeah, you remember
Zip
rubber band
joint?
guns?
Yeah, I remember.
But I had one that was like an 8-shooter, where you can put the
Yep.
rubber band on it, click it back, put another rubber band,
Dang.
click it back, put another rubber band. Yeah,
We used to
You
make
put
them joints. When we was
Oh,
kids.
yeah.
Yeah, we was making my
I can
piece of
still
wood.
do it with my
Yeah.
finger. If I had a rubber band right now, I can make a little.
I mean, with a piece of wood, and you slang that
Shoot,
joint back, you had
TJ out there shooting people in the eyeballs.
you use
and
bottle
shit.
can tops. Remember can tops? Them
Yep.
pull them off.
Do you
That's your little ammo with a little clothespin.
Yeah.
do you
Pull
ever
it
think
back.
that there will ever be a time in our lifetime where we can say that we heard a story, a news clip or something about somebody getting robbed with a rubber band gun?
It can probably
It's
happen.
probably happened already. Yeah,
Bro,
it's probably happened already.
If
There's
I hit
people-
you in your eye,
yeah, his people. You ain't got to hit people in the eye. I mean, you just catch them wrong. Remember, people would literally put their hand in a paper bag. Give it up, bro. Would you gonna take that chance, or you gonna give it up?
yeah, that's like on White Man Can't Jump.
I mean, I've seen
Remember that?
I do.
I've seen
wild.
police get their guns taken from
How the
them.
hell we
So,
go from music to
Right.
to jail stories to TJ's ass getting arrested to
Gun
getting
control.
pulled over to being cool with the police?
Right.
Shout out to all my police brethren out there.
Facts, we got family.
Y'all got family as cops?
Yeah,
I do too.
we got
Yeah.
family.
I do too.
Yeah, I got friends like my sister-in-law's a cop in Sylvania. Our cousin's a cop. Well, he was a cop, and he was the first black city officer here in, for Monroe PD.
That's what's up.
I got some
His
friends I
twins
grew
are-
up with that are
His
sheriffs.
twins are both officers.
Yeah.
Now, with me, I think that's one of, if you call it a fatal flaw, that would be one of my fatal flaws. I'm not crazy about police. I've just never been. And
I would say
I'm
you
not
never
even
have been
talking.
since-
Yeah, I'm not talking about just like regular police. I'm talking about like crossing guards. I'm talking about hall monitors. Any of that. I've never.
I have a real problem with hall monitors.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of anything like that because those are some funny acting people. If you ever noticed, those were the funny
people. Yeah,
those were the
the
funny
people
funny
that,
acting
that
people.
you give them a
And
little
they
bit of
still
power
like that
and
right
they
now.
act up.
And they
They
still
act
like
up
that
with the power.
To this,
That's true.
A lot of
never
these
been a
police
fan
that
of
were
those.
bad, that like are bad police, I feel like they were safety guard,
right?
which
yeah.
is
hall monitor,
hall,
safety guy.
hall monitor, bus monitor.
Safety guard
They
that
couldn't wait for
got
it.
their stop sign, took from them and smacked in the back of their
They
head.
couldn't wait. They couldn't wait to become a cop.
Now they're
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying cops are bad or anything like
Right,
that.
right.
Just just not.
No, but you know what though? There's a problem though, and here's one of the biggest problems is that just like everything else, there's a shortage of good police. There's a shortage of people that actually want to be police. There's people that I feel like there's a lot of people that are police as I don't know what I want to do yet, so I'm going to be a
It's a
cop.
profession, right?
Right? They just do it because it's easy, right? Like they're literally recruiting, like, hey, just come to the
But
force.
you got to be built like that. That's what I'm saying. You
Right,
got to
but
be
they're not
built
all built like that. Like
to be a police, I mean, what I mean,
my
built,
sister-in-law
you
is
got to
a-
have some police in you. Like you ain't gonna go to the academy. You ain't gonna, you ain't gonna do all the stuff you got to do to be a police just to, if you ain't really care about it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my sister-in-law is, for example, she has a degree in criminal justice,
Right.
And then she went to the academy,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's trying to be a detective, and she works
Right.
like.
So she
not
built like
everybody does that.
Right.
They're just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
That's what I'm
I got a
saying.
clean record.
All right,
I'm gonna go.
be a
I'm
cop.
gonna go to the academy.
Yeah. What is the academy?
A year. I
So
think.
it's like a nursing degree,
Yeah.
and it's same difference. There's people out there that are nursing that have no business.
That have no business. Me and my girl talk about that all the time. My girl's been wanting to be a nurse since she was like 9, 10 years old. And that's all she's ever want to be. If it paid $10 an hour, she'd still be a nurse.
Right.
Yep.
And she hates, and I hate it. I see it too. Like, because I got homegirls that do it.
Right.
They went and got their nursing degree. It took them 135 years.
And they shouldn't be.
For the money. Because they're like, oh, I don't know what else to do, and the money's good.
Yeah.
And they're shit nurses.
It takes, that's what I'm saying. It takes a special type of person. You got to be built for that. You got to be built for that.
Yeah, you have to have compassion.
Yeah.
You have to have like a real different type of care. You
Yep.
know what I mean? I'll tell you what, man. Podcasting, you know?
Yeah, true.
There's so many people that just...
Truthful. That's true.
People want to be
You gotta be built for
podcasters,
that.
man. You got to be built for this
You
shit,
got to be
bro.
built for that. That's
You got to
true.
be fucking built for shit. You know, there's 1.1 million podcasts right
Right.
now in America. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And 1 million, there's 1.1 million. 1 million of them are shit.
That's
Right.
true.
You know what I mean? They're just like, I got to do it because, you know.
I'm glad we're not in that 1 million.
No,
We're the shit.
Says
We're
us.
we don't
Says us.
we don't piss.
Let's go.
Did you get the reference, Lil Wayne?
I got it, bro.
I'm the shit. Like I
One of my
don't
partners,
piss.
he was like, "Oh man, yeah, I seen it." He's like, "I seen the podcast, bro." He's like, that's dope. Y'all got a studio, the whole joint." I was like, "That's what you do, bro." He's like, "Man, I thought it was just somebody in front of their phone, just you know."
That's called TikTok.
Yeah, I was like,
That's the 1 million.
right. I was like,
And actually,
nah, bro.
TikTok are more produced than
Yeah.
these people's
Yeah, that's
phones
true.
pods. That's called a blog.
Right.
People
Or
forgot
a
that there was such
vlog.
thing as a blog. Everybody wants to be
Yeah.
a podcaster, but what about there's still vlogs.
Yep.
That's
Just
true.
be a vlogger. You don't have to be a
That's what it is.
podcaster to be a vlogger.
That's true.
But some people should be podcasters that aren't podcasters too.
Well, I'll just say
Like
I'm
Brad.
glad that we're
Brad should have a book podcast.
Ooh,
Yes, fire.
yeah,
Give him the horns.
yeah.
Hey, you guys ready
I'm
to get
glad
up
we're
out of this
podding.
joint?
Yeah.
I gotta
time
pee.
All right. It's a good first pie. We just getting our legs stretched, getting ready for the homes. I'm telling you, 2023.
You can't say the shit.
It's gonna be-
It ain't gonna be shit. He can't even say it.
It's gonna be different. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
it's gonna be
game
different.
changer
It's
for
gonna be
us.
dope.
I'll tell you what we won't be doing in 2023.
What? Don't say
All
junior.
right. No, I'm gonna tell you something about y'all. All right.
We drink.
I
too much.
leave for a little bit. You know
We
what I mean?
turned up, bro.
No, I leave for a little bit. And this is what we do.
What we do?
This is what we do.
Man, we were doing that before you left. You just
No.
didn't know.
I'm talking about
You just
this.
didn't know.
I'm not going to turn it around because I'm not going to promote what this is because they don't pay us. But my guy, deuces
Yeah. Listen,
of this.
I'm like, what the fuck is it? Like,
you still don't know,
nah, I'm like,
Let me take it off camera and then turn it.
bro.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is your king. Wakanda forever.
Right. This is what we doing, my guy.
bro,
Huh?
you brought that?
Man, listen.
He said, "Man, listen, that's how you know it's gonna be the bullshit."
Bruh, you had Sunday and all of today to recoup. Come on, bro.
Nah, bro. The world keep turning. That's what happened. The world keeps spinning.
I love
man.
you anyway, bro.
Yeah.
So real quick, man, some shout outs. This is what we got coming up. So our next episode is going to be part 1 of our Christmas special. We are bringing back the Christmas special this year. Horns for that. Yes, sir. So we have Alex Wellhausen coming back.
Dope.
Grilling with Welly. We got Devin Rucker coming back from last year.
Downtown Dev.
Downtown Dev. Mikey Shue, of course.
8 Mile
Yeah,
Mikey.
the building.
8 Mile Mikey. We have some newcomers this year. We're going to have the Brain Jerk. A couple guys from Brain Jerk. We're also
All right.
going to have Shit Gets Deep podcast.
Okay.
I've been on there the last
Give
2
them the
years.
horns. Just give them the horns.
You're right. Hold on. One more. Okay. They get 2
Eggnog
horns.
will be flowing.
Eggnog will be flowing. I've done Shit Gets Deep podcast New Year's Eve 2 years in a row, and I'm like, oh, we got the studio now, the party. This will be our first Christmas in the studio. Like, yeah. So of course they're invited. So we got Shit Gets Deep coming. Kieran's gonna call in. Crazy Kieran, Lunatic Kieran's gonna call in. We have some
Do like
Stelios
a
Solano,
25-hour podcast.
probably. Stelios Solano. Spooky Films. So
Everybody
we got
was
a lot of newcomers, man. There's been
Yep.
a lot of new faces that's came around and that's showed us some love, and we want to give that love back. So yeah, we got some new people coming in the house. It's gonna be a really cool Christmas special, man.
I love
Really
it.
cool.
You breaking the Christmas tree out?
Christmas tree, ugly sweaters.
Do I need the music for the after party?
Yeah.
Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah.
All right,
Might as well. Hell, we got it's a whole building, man. We're gonna have fun. So yeah, be on the lookout for that next week's Christmas party.
We should do a
we're
couple
gonna have
weeks.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna do one big party. I think it's gonna be.
We should do enough to have like an episode every damn day.
We are all in one night.
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah. So any shout outs before you gentlemen leave? Any shout outs? Any what's ups? Any
Man,
get well soons?
I got to keep shouting out Nina's Chic Boutique and Custom Creations and Nina's Candles. Man, she is making some bangers.
What's the Nutcracker one?
Bust a nut.
Bust a nut. Oh, I seen that today.
She got a bust a nut.
I did a wrong when I seen that. I did a wrong when I seen that on Facebook today. I said, you can't say that. By the way, Rome, you was gone. That's your slogan. You own that. You can't say that. Every time I see Brother Tyner from Shit Gets Deep podcast, the Pirate Chef,
Facts.
he's like that. He always talks about his favorite moment of our podcast is when I said what I said, and Rome said, you can't say that.
So, and we have some select items that will be dropping for merch. So we're going to release those probably next week. What you think?
I don't. I just show up and pod.
All right.
I know
we got the glasses, the pint glasses. We got some hoodies, some tees, some hats. It's gonna be dope.
Link in the description.
How about this? I'm gonna jump off the ledge for a second. Seriously, how about this? How about, you know what? Because we're not putting our merch out until 2023, but for a Christmas special, if you DM us, how about that? What do you guys think? If you DM us for some merch, we have glasses, shot glasses. We got things from Nina's Chic Boutique. Maybe we'll even get Lloyd involved. But if you DM us,
Yeah, I like it.
we'll do some exclusive Christmas shits.
I like it.
I already have an idea. As soon as we get done with this, I'll tell you all about it. We're about to have a new shirt line next week. And that's from that movie, Rome. You know, I'm taking away the
That's
horn.
what it reminds me
so
of.
next
That's
time,
what it reminds
all right,
me
so
of.
next show, I'm taking the horns off the board, and we can only do horns from our mouth. What's that movie called with Seth Rogen?
It's called Office Party.
I gotta watch that, bro. I gotta watch that again.
That's what it's called, Office Party.
I gotta
Hilarious.
watch that again.
I love it.
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
No, that's not Office Party. No, it's where the three guys get together. They're trying to get that into that exclusive after party with Seth Rogen. You're talking about the one with TJ such and such. That's Office Party. No, where he's like, it's like where they're rapping and stuff, where he keeps saying it. It's a different movie.
Man, this TJ don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck. He don't know what he's talking about.
I'm talking about the Office Party. Office Christmas Party, I think that's what it's called. Office
might be right.
Christmas Party. And yeah.
Well, anyway.
And
Hey, it was Christmas,
Wah, 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 wah.
and I was high that night. Yeah, Rome, what you got?
Just me. I was gonna promote what's coming up next year, man. Just different things we doing in the community, around the city, and even bigger and better. We're gonna have a lot more guests, a lot more content for you guys. To talk back and forth with us. So
New
I'm looking forward
shows.
to that. Yes.
Yes.
New shows. We're actually going to have some new shows coming up also. We talked about it last podcast, but me and Woody are doing a show. I know you guys have talked about a different element you want to bring on a sub show, So there's going to be some sub shows, if I want to call them that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a lot of good
A lot
content
of new
coming out.
content. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to shout out you fellas, man, because it's good to be back. It really is.
Yeah.
It's good to have you back, brother.
I had fun, man, and this is
No more vacations for you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, I got another one coming up.
Come on, man. Y'all got to be the most vacation.
Well, no,
dudes.
when Michigan, so I was going to go to Arizona for the Michigan TCU game, but I'm going to go if Ohio State somehow upsets Georgia and Michigan plays Ohio State in LA, I'm going.
You going
Absolutely.
on vacation?
Natty. It's the Natty. I'm going.
Yeah, man.
But
Boss.
Right.
I don't make the rules.
Boss.
I just live by them.
That's what's up.
Well, this has been another episode of the Beyond the Tracks podcast. That is your boy DJ Big Mike over there. That's your boy, the infamous R-Ro. Hold on.
Arrow.
The infamous R-Ro.
Alright.
And I'm your boy TJ the Mayor. Thank y'all for tuning in one more time. And we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
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 Talk.